Hello, darlings. I know, yell at me. I'm a couple of minutes late. Shame on you, Jen. I know. How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, I was updating our list to make sure that so far I don't think I've forgotten anybody. I've gotten all emails, comments, text messages, all that good stuff. Hello. Joe's just going to listen today. Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah, Sugar, I saw that earlier. She can't make it. She had an offer she couldn't refuse. All right. Now, let me make sure all this is on and working. Okay. All right. So I think we have 30 names so far. So this will definitely be multiple shows. That's why I put part 1 on here. So now, the reason that I'm not going to do it by order of chat is just simply because there's so many more names than that. Some can't be here, and some have bypassed the reading altogether. That's fine. You do you. Some people said that they're very, very patient and they'll wait until maybe the last string of readings and then they'll get one. There's also something you need to keep in mind, that when it comes to future paths, they're very subjective, meaning this is nothing ever etched in stone with tarot. Tarot is going to pick up on the energy currently. And always remember, we may not be able to do much about our past lives except, correct karma and break those cycles. But with your future, you're always in control of that. And you have the ability to change it at any time and manifest whatever you want. So whatever you hear today and doesn't resonate with you, let it go. Okay? And just say that this is where Spirit's at and it's suggesting, based on your energy right now, that's where it's leading. Okie doke. All right. Miss Nadia. That's okay, Nadia. I have the list. Don't worry about it. You just drive. I don't want you wrecking. All right. I've got a list, and no particular order. There's just a whole lot of them. So we are going to take them one at a time. Okay? I'm not going to waste time and yap your jaws off. Well, yeah, I am, because that's what I do. But you know what I mean. Okay? All right. All right. I will obviously hit on the people that are here today. I do want to do that. We have lots of people that are working, can't be here, but still requested one. We have people that don't have YouTube at all, but still listen. That's okay. I got everybody's name that I can think of. If I forgot, just yell at me. Okay? All right. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to... these are your future path oracle cards. You'll get 3 of these. They may all coincide with each other. They may be all totally different, and because, our paths aren't actually focused on just one thing. At least most of us aren't. It'll give you 3. I'll pull 3 for each of you. We will also use tarot to confirm some things. I may break halfway through and change decks. You guys may be introduced to a deck you've never seen before. Don't panic. Still pretty pictures, kind of similar, but if you can't read it, I will tell you what they are. You just have to remind me if I stop doing that, okay? We may just start out with normal Rider-Waite, our blue fancy ones, because they're really big pictures and you can see them, if that would help. Okay? All right. So based on that, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go down the lists that I have, and if you're in the chat, I will go ahead and move forward with you. And just take it from there and scratch them out as I go. And I let Caroline know that Friday night at 7 p.m., we will do part 2. We don't have to do global recaps. We're all watching what's going on in the world. Now, if it's really excruciatingly important, then maybe we'll tackle something if it's a headline that needs to be addressed. But other than that, we'll do part 2. And then it looks like, see the light flickering? Excuse me, just one moment, please. We're not playing that game today. Nope. That's too distracting. All right. Anyway, so it looks like Monday morning chat. We'll still have coffee and chit chat and that kind of stuff, but probably a part 3. There may be in part 4. We'll do what we can. So first on the list, trouble, Miss Deb. Well, y'all brace yourselves. Miss Deb, what does Spirit want to say about your future? I'm going to light this sage. I did it earlier, but it went out on me. All right. Effort's not playing with the light. Sensible people would say that there's just bad wiring. It's me. You kidding me? Lee will tell you it's bad wiring. Maybe, but it happens at weird times. All right. Don't be surprised if family comes in and out. It's okay. Speaking of effort, it was suggested to me that Effer may not be a fruit fly, that I should check in to see if Effer was a fairy. I went, well, that's an interesting thought process. Hi, Miss Harley. What do you... Oh. Shoes? Yeah. You're a hillbilly. You don't need shoes? Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to lock this child. All right. Miss Renee says hello. I got you on the list, Renee. No worries, honey. I didn't forget you. I promise. Yeah. Nobody get mad at anybody if there's jumps ahead of somebody else. They're not in particular order. No favoritism. All right. So, Miss Deb, what we got going on here? Yes, and if I haven't said hello to everybody, it just means that I see you. We'll just get down to it so we can get as many in as we can. Now, of course, this is not going to be a 3-hour marathon because we're not going to push it that far. All right, so Sean made it today, honey. You got a day off from work. All right. All right. So, Deb, what? Did you check the bathroom, child?
I did.
Okay. Child, I have no idea. You should have done that earlier. Well, enjoy your day off, Sean. All right. Yeah. I'm going to pull Oracle first. And then we'll do Tarot. And we're going to do Storybook because Kachina talks about the past, and I really don't want to get into that today. Well, alrighty then. Remember what I said. You each get 3, and I will read them to you. They're not one, some of them are one word, but they have an explanation at the base. Cats. Something's keeping us from starting this show. Good grief. A cat? A kid? An effer? All right. Military time. It's 1313 here. There's an angel number for you. I do military time, so. There's crazy husband. Crazy, crazy husband. All right. Anyway, as far as your oracles and your tarot, the storybook's just going to focus on some possibilities, and you see if it clicks or not, okay? Yep. All right. Nadia says, please now. I went to the Tai Chi. Good for you, darling. All right. It could be, Nadia. Brace yourself. All these interruptions could mean maybe you don't want to know. That's all right. We're gonna take it with a grain of salt. It'll be all right. Well, interesting. I'm just doing an 8-card spread. 4 on top, 4 on bottom. Still gives me enough information with the oracle cards because they're very detailed. Wow. Miss Deb. Miss Fancy Pants. All right, you ready? These are your oracle cards. Environmentalist. So you care about Mother Gaia. Okay, and it says you're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. Nice. We have school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Please don't think that we're sending Deb back to college. It could just simply mean taking more meditation classes or something like that, okay? All right. And the last oracle card is energy healing, which would make sense. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose. That seems appropriate. All right. Now, your tarot is the magician. He's a teacher. I mean, he's a professional. High extension to your ascension process. So this is not a tricky card the way it's aspected. It's just saying a leadership role, and possibly it's a professional, like a teacher, teaching other people how to do things. Deb's a great manifester. She's growing within herself. So she can teach everybody else how to do it. And that's the next card, because there's your celebratory collective card with the 3 of Cups. So you're going to help teach people. Maybe it is the energy healing. Mother Gaia, nature, animals. I believe that with one of the other cards in here that it's going to have to do with some littles as well. All right. Queen of Pentacles, the queen of manifestation herself, very on par with Deb. So yes, she's very focused, and when she's driven and she's got an idea in her mind, she makes sure that it happens. Looks like that you could be doing this with a partner, hubby, somebody very close to you. A contract with the Lovers card. Looks like it could be hubby. All right. Yeah, we have the littles. Starting a new adventure in the Page of Swords, like helping children start out the right way. Maybe Deb can be an energy healer or a teacher, spiritually manifesting, teaching young ones at an early age of how to meditate and manifest. And man, if we would have had that when we were little, I mean, I don't know if you did or not, but can you imagine we wouldn't have got a late start in life? All right. She's going to be very good at this, Miss Deb. Standing your ground, being king of the hill, and saying, I got this. Overcoming adversity and just saying, you know what? This is going to happen. Even if you get pushback, you're absolutely going to manifest that this happens. The 2 of Wands is the passion and desire. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but you're looking at the world and going, you know what? I'm going to change it. This is going to be good. hearts and desires of those wands. So, Miss Deb, your final card, you're going to be real good at this. And money is not going to be an issue either because your treasure chest of the Ten of Pentacles, you will have the humanitarian finances to be able to do everything that you need to do and help other people. So, Miss Deb, that is yours, darling. Environmentalist, possibly going to school to maybe, well, you're going to school now spiritually. Think about it. And energy healing. So just getting better at your skills. All right. Like I said, these future readings are very vague. They give you a little bit of an idea. So if that resonates, not resignates, I know I'm a hillbilly. All right. All righty. Lexington lady. Hi, Mary. Listen, I got your text messages. I'm sorry I haven't responded yet. I did get the one with the animal feed, and we will pull cards. I may do that after the show, and I'll just send you the answer. Okay, I promise. Oh, thank you, darling. You like my shirt? It's my Faith shirt. I haven't worn this in a while. It's kind of warm here today. It's almost 60 degrees. I don't know what's going on. I'm laughing at Nadia because she's got snow. Nah. All right. All right. Dan, you and that ego head of yours. All right. Hi, Cheryl. That's okay. You go love on a little. I have you on the list, Cheryl. So whatever day it is, I don't, like I said, they're not in particular order. Jay, what's going on, honey? You've been known to mess up more than your fair share of words, honey. Honey, dialects are so diverse in this melting pot of a world. I don't worry about it. I don't judge people on how they talk. People may judge me, but I don't care. Whatever. All right. So, Deb, hope you like that one, darling. Layla's in here. Did you, Cheryl? I did not see that. You found Mr. Trumptastic. Okay, good. Has he been gone? Let's see who's next. Miss Teresa sent me an email. And this Teresa is a friend of Nadia who can't join us in the chat but is listening. So hello, Sister Teresa. So we're going to do yours. Everyone wave to Teresa. All right. You emailed it to me? Okay, sure. I'll take a look. It's been crazy revolving door with emails and comments and that stuff the last 24 hours since I told everybody to contact me. And you guys crack me up. You regulars that are in here all the time, do mine. I'm like, of course I'm going to do yours. You're one of the crazies that are in here all the time. Of course I will. All right. Okay. Jay's got, you got two pitties. All right. So Miss Teresa, Sister Teresa, looks like we've got your oracles first, if they'll cooperate with me. Spunky cards. All right. Now, if you guys get repeat cards, don't be surprised because it's not going to be uncommon for the collective to work together a lot. Okay. So if y'all get repeat cards, say, hey, hit me up. We could work together. Okay. Miss Teresa, are you in a little bit of a doubt about what you're capable of or what you want to do? Oracles coming together, they're agreeing with each other. Well, let's see what tarot says. That's okay. Nothing's etched in stone, remember? If you're not sure, you could go in all different directions. Meditate on it. Pray on it. Whatever you feel where your heart and your intuition is leading you, look into it. If you need help, this is a great community to talk about it. We'll get to it. Let's see what oracles, or not oracle, but the tarot says. All right. Victoria, that's wonderful. I call them spunky old people. I love littles and the older generation because there's no filter, and it reminds me that I can be me. Right, little grandchildren. I don't have any grandparents left, so that's awesome. 96 years young. Yep. All right. All right, Miss Teresa, let's look into tarot. Miss Teresa. Hard worker. You just feeling stuck. You don't have enough faith in yourself, darling. All right. We got a little bit of a warning here, too, okay? All right. It's okay. I don't want you to feel anxiety about these readings. This is for fun and entertainment, okay? Remember, your future you're in control of that. Just because Spirit says it right now, it can change an hour from now or 10 years from now, okay? Miss Teresa, here's your oracle cards. Your first one is trust, okay? Trust your feelings. This is trusting yourself, okay? Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Now, when we say career, most of us mean humanitarian, but however that means to you, okay? Your second one is time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Trust your heart, trust your intuitive ability and what you want to do, not what somebody else wants you to do, okay? Your third one is freedom. You're free to do what you choose. So I don't know, are you having some doubt of what you want to do or that you can do it or what people might think? Because we don't care around here. You do you. All right. Now here's your tarot. And these cards start coming up, and I'm like, child, the hermit. Now, you can't be the hermit in this. You got to get out there and show the world who's Teresa's light, okay? Be the light to the world. Don't be the hermit. But he also represents wisdom. You're smart, and you can do this, all right? So once you figure out your path of what direction that you want to go, Six of Swords, moving away or moving towards something, right? Once you figure this out and what path you want to go in, it will all align properly in balance and come extremely fast. So it looks like you're a very good manifester as well once you figure out what you want, okay? Hard worker. There's your worker bee card. A lot of planning and effort can go into it, but once you set your mind to it, it comes quickly, all right? Now, here's where I don't want you to get discouraged, okay? You're not going to use that worker bee card to push yourself into the ground, which would make you a hermit again. What you're going to do is find balance. When you have a Nine of Wands, that's like being worn out, beat up, and just waiting for it to all end. So don't push yourself to the point you wear yourself out too fast, and then it gets old. You're supposed to do things that you love and desire to do with wands, okay? So keep that in mind. We have some advice. All right. Don't let anybody trick you and tell you lies with those swords. That's a hoodwink card. All right. Don't get into any traps and a hot mess and business deals that you don't want to be in or regret later. So always be wise, be the wise hermit, and just use discretion and discernment of which programs or future things that you want to do. Because right now, Oracle says you're undecided. We're going to work on your faith, darling. All right. Nine of Cups. Now, this is with that card, the Eight of Swords sitting beside it, and then the Nine of Wands. This is a little bit of a warning to you can grant your wishes and you can have fun with what you want to do, but don't overindulge and go too far, okay? We don't want it going to your head and your ego. You're going to keep in the right direction. Because once you let all those things happen, when with that hoodwink card and all that, this is the final card and we don't want this. This is when people will come in and steal from you. That's the thief card. So great advice. You might get hyped up on finding out what you really want to do and go full force into doing it, but it happens so fast you get overwhelmed and then people start tricking you. You understand what I'm saying? That Oracle card said trust yourself, but be careful who else you trust. All right? All right, Teresa, honey, that one was yours, darling. All righty. Put these back in the deck. All right. Jay, you're so funny. You were a moose in a dress. Interesting. You want scars, Jay. The best thing you do, you can send it to me. I'll laugh with you. My phone's a blinking. Let me make sure that someone's not got a very important message. Okay. All right. All right, let's get these. So we've done Dad and we've done Teresa. All right. It's funny, I have hubby on here next. Well, I had Jay on here, and Jay says, I'll handle the future part. I'll skip it. That's just fine, Jay. I got hubby on here. He's at work. I can do his anytime. I might save his and do it on a different show. Just like mine. Y'all always wondering what mine is because I don't do mine. I think I did it one time. I'll put mine on a different one. So next we have Miss K. That's our new sister that you guys who are on the mailing list received information. So Miss K Henderson. This one's for you, darling. Red high heels and red lipstick. Oh my. Y'all putting pictures into my head now. Am I supposed to picture Jay in that? That's right, Jay. As God sees fit. That's why I say this is for entertainment. A lot of times people just want to look at their future path of just possibilities and see if spirit is aligning with your own thought process. Bullwinkle. Oh my goodness. All right. So Miss K. You like surprises. I'm sure you surprised everybody in that moose costume. My word. All right. Oh, goodness. Well, Jay, if you were Bullwinkle, who was Rocky? Boy, we are really mentioning our ages today, aren't we? Okay. All right. That's your oracles. Beautiful. All right. Make sure I don't hit a weird button. And I'm propping them up on my keyboard. I have a tarot card holder, but it only holds one card. That won't work. All right. All right, Kay, here's your tarot. $68 and proud of it. That's okay, Brianna. That's what makes it fun to take. Can you imagine what goes through my head? Because I can't keep up with the chat when I'm focusing on the cards. So when I look over, it's totally something to me that you guys have been talking about. Scary place to be in my brain. Ask Lee. He'll tell you that. Okay. Yeah, I look over in that chat room and I'm like, I don't think I want to touch that. All right. Miss K, what is tarot telling us today about your future? Well, you got that. All right, I'll take it for that. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I like that tarot gives us warnings as well because that's important. You know, the world hasn't had its reset yet. Okay. So we're still going to have to deal with the negative energy to a point. Okay. But it's what we do with it makes a difference. All right. Miss Kay, here's your oracle, sweetheart. First one is study. Oh, great. You going back to school too? Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career or whatever you want. When I say career today, it just means your path and humanitarian. Maybe you do want to go back to school. I don't know. We're all relearning stuff every day. So, study. Maybe you're going to research and enhance your skills, your spiritual skills, or whatever it is that you like to do. All right. Second one, you also got energy healing. Once again, your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose. All right. Sounds good. Third card, infinite abundance. We like that one. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to a divine life purpose. That means you'll have the humanitarian money that you need to put your project in motion. Okay. Now, this card came up again first, and I thought, well, what is it with y'all? But it's not really bad. I'm getting the wisdom card from Mr. Herman again. Don't stay to yourself. Make sure you get out there and you're going to work with other people. I mean, if you need to do your study oracle by yourself, I mean, that's up to you. But use your wisdom and let your path be guided with light. Okay, that's a good way to look at Mr. Hermit, with the wisdom and the light of the hermit. Okay, we just don't want to be lonely. All right. Yep. All right. So it looks like you're maybe possibly looking at multiple choices. This is not an illusion card, nasty and ugly. Seven of Cups just means lots of choices to make. You'll have many opportunities to do, okay? So don't let that overwhelm you. A lot of us are looking into maybe just one humanitarian. Maybe we have 10 of them. Maybe we're just going to help other people with theirs. Lots of choices, so don't try to pressure yourself into just settling. We could be all over the place. All right. You have a great firm foundation with the collective and community, so you're going to have help with this. That's beautiful. All right. So that's good. Now, don't let this card scare you either, okay? These are not negative, nasty cards. The death card just means slow to change. So maybe as you study about whatever it is that you need to do, it will slowly change over time and becoming a manifestation. When it's not talking about a physical death to something, it's talking about slow to change to something new. You may totally go in an opposite direction of what you're doing now or what you thought you might want to do. It just means slow to change. All right. The stickler is going to be able to balance your time and money. It says you've got infinite abundance, so you're going to use your brain and your wisdom with that hermit to understand where do I put the money and how am I going to balance my time out? Because it looks like with that Seven of Cups, you may be doing lots of things. All right. Studying and working and doing all that energy healing possibility. So see if this clicks with you and balance your time and finances. Now, this is a victory card. It could be a celebration in the form of a marriage or a contract, but whatever it is, it's a great connection, okay, with the Four of Wands, passion and desires. But we hoop it and holler and play, and we're celebrating, all right? Ace of Cups. Beautiful endeavors ahead of, what you want to do. The cup runneth over kind of thing. Always keep your emotions in check, though, because cups can be about emotions. And we don't want to get to the point where it's too overwhelming. And I'll tell you why. Because your last card is the Three of Swords. All right? Don't take heed of swords, meaning information or rumors coming out of somebody else's mouth that could bring disheartenment and discouragement. disappointment. We don't want that. So those are good warnings to, work with the right community and the right collective to make sure that you're not brought down and it doesn't overwhelm you. Okay? I think those are uh, pretty prominent cards we're probably going to see today to make sure that we're all excited, we're all gun ho, and we want to get going, but we want to make sure that it's just not too much at one time. All right? You got to remember to take care of you if you're going to help somebody else. All right? So, Miss Kay, that one's yours, honey. I hope that helps you, darling. All right. Get these in here. Shuffle, shuffle. All right. Now talk about squirrels. All right, who else we got? Let's move on. All right, Dumpling was next. She's going to catch the replay. Dumpling, I'm going to wait until you're in here that day. So I'm going to put you on hold. And that brings me to another troublemaker, Brianna. All right. She calls herself our Jabberjaws. I thought I was bad. I'm just teasing. All right. All right. Lexington lady, you were correct. That's old Jez herself. All right. All righty. Check the phone. What we got here? I just got the picture. Jay. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I'm scarred for life. Okay. Oh, that's all right, honey. Oh, my word. Okay. I can't show it without Jay's permission. Now, if he says I can, then I will. But oh, my. Well, that's all right, Nadia. Okay. You want me to, Jay? Okay, I'm going to give you a minute. Y'all brace yourselves. I'm going to show it in the camera the best I can, okay? I know the lighting in here is not good. All right, you all ready to see our Jay? He's such a darling. All right, you ready? I don't know if the lighting's going to be good. Can you see that? Look how handsome our Belle is. But he says, yeah, Brianna said Bullwinkle in a dress. Isn't he precious? Y'all got it? Oh, my word. Oh, goodness. All right, then. Now that we've all got that burned into our minds, we'll move on and get to Miss Brianna. That's wonderful, Jay. I think that's great, and especially because you got a sense of humor to play along. I think that's awesome. That's awesome. You didn't scare me. You made me laugh. That's important. That's amazing. That's what's important is we laugh, even at each other. All right. Miss Brianna, trouble, trouble, trouble. What we got going on here, girl? Let's do Oracle. Jay, did you have a glam squad to come and get y'all purdied up, or did you do that yourself? Wow. All right, Brianna, your Oracle, you do have one repeat that people have been getting, but that doesn't seem uncommon because I think most of us are under that in some form or another. You shaved your chest for that. Don't do that again. You let your wife help. Smart move. Shaved your chest for it. Wow, that's commitment, honey. All right. Okay, Miss Brianna, let's look at tarot. You understand now why you hate authority? Well, you know, rules and true lawful orders, I think we can pretty much agree, like don't harm other living creatures is a good rule, that we don't have a problem with authority. It's what the authority is and what they're saying is what I have a problem with, because it just, nope. Water off a duck's back doesn't resonate. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Interesting. All right. Well, you got a lot of knights in this reading. You want to help military or veterans, I wonder. Maybe homeless. Interesting. Maybe that's one of your projects. Okay. All right, Brianna. Let's do your oracles. Let's see. Let's start with the first one. Your first one is animals. This one says you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. Nice. Okay, here's a repeat, which is, I told you, could come up. And that's study. Okay, whatever that means. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career or path. Just say path. Your last one is author. Have you thought about writing a book? You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Uh-oh. Make it a good one. You're going to do some Harlequin romance. The picture of Jay is going to be the cover. That's what it is. Brianna's going to write a Harlequin romance. Jay's picture is going to be the cover. That's brilliant creativity. Yep. That's what we're doing. Okay. All right, Brianna. Here we go. A trilogy. Good for you, honey. Well, it says you need to. All right. So you had a card come up in reverse, which means it's advice. Okay. And that is the Knight of Wands. All right. So normally you see him here and he's charging through with a heart and desire to get things done. When it's in reverse, it says take your time, please. Take your time. Go slow, and you're going to make sure that you do it right. The next one is Knight of Cups that explains that. You can keep your emotions, tiptoe around it, and bring forth what you want, but you're going to be careful to do it, okay? All right? All right. Now, you got this card too, the Nine of Cups. It's great to wish and have hopes and desires to get things done, but always make sure that you don't overindulge so that your emotions they run away with you. But it looks like it's great intention behind it, and you can't wait to get going. But we're going to go slow to be careful. Queen of Pentacles, Miss Manifester as well, focusing on what she wants, really studying it and bringing it forth to reality. The reason I said that I kept thinking that maybe you wanted to lean towards helping military or homeless veterans or something is because you have a third knight in this. Now he's charging with a new endeavor, okay, with swords, all right, bringing forth your message of what you want to do. So this may be two different projects. One you're going to be very careful on, take your time. The other one you're going to charge through, because maybe this is to help the community and the collective. That's why I kept getting veteran feelings. You're going to do this very carefully with that Four of Pentacles, being very diligent and careful with your money and your resources, okay? Keep your feet for... See if we can keep Joe away today. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground, and you watch your finances with this, okay? And the reason I kept getting, homeless veterans is this is being left out in the cold. It's like a homeless card with all those nights. I thought, well, maybe homeless veterans, people that are just without and with misfortune, that you have a heart and desire to help, okay? Great advice, just to be careful with your money, and, don't run away with that overindulgence, okay? These are beautiful things. So what you have a desire to do will manifest itself out with that Queen of Pentacles, okay? All right. You want a new community or village, let's say. Well, honey, that's beautiful. That means you don't want anybody left out in the cold. That means it's a community card, because you have this one too. All coming together, celebratory. That's beautiful. That's great. That is absolutely beautiful. All right. Yeah, and I don't think we're going to have to worry about our vets. There's so many people that's first on their list, our littles and our veterans. We're not going to have to worry about them. Things will be righted when it comes to that. There's going to be more than enough help, and everybody does it. Then we need to put our ideas. I'm not saying don't do it, but balance it out. Find something else. There's lots of people that are homeless that aren't veterans. You know what I mean? All right. All righty. I had a card jump out at me. I want to make sure that I don't see it, but it's in here. Okay. It's good. They're just contrary and spunky today. All right. So, Miss Brianna, love the animals and study a little bit and write some books. Start your community. Maybe you can write a book on how to start a community. Sounds good. All right. You don't remember what yours was, hubby? You don't remember much of anything, do you, old man? That's all right. That's why you have me. That sounds cool, Brianna. All right. I agree, Lexington lady. They should be set right soon. But a lot of those things are going to take time, and we cannot rush it. All right? All right. It'll be good. Just remember the advice cards as well. Everything's just not going to be all pretty with roses. We're going to have some things we're going to have to deal with. And we know that. So we're going to use our discernment and be careful. All right. So Miss Brianna. All right. She's not in here today, so I'm going to wait. Next is Dan. All right, troublemaker. Look, we're not manifesting being crawled on by women. That ain't what this is about. Okay. Jay, we're going to get you some healing, get you all fixed up, darling. We all need that. All right. So, Dan. And then I've got Pat after this. All right. I think it's funny because it looks like Nadia's going to be on the list today's list. She's driving. So I have to be careful how I explain that to her. She might wreck the car. Jay, you sound like me, honey. I'll go out swinging the way I am. There's so many people ahead of me that need it worse. But, you know, we don't know how fast it's going to happen. If they say, nope, plenty of room for you, Jay. Come on in. That's awesome, Deb. See, this is about the community. We all have great ideas that we want to do together. We get together and say, hey, I'll help with that. What can I do? Goats and chickens. Brianna, we need them chickens. Tired of paying $100 for a dozen eggs, seems like. You want me to pass on you, Nadia? Okay. We're being told to forget Nadia. Forget her. She never happened. Jezebel's trying to hide. That's what she's doing. All right. All right. Yeah, this community is a blessing. Blessing, Lexington lady. All right, so we're doing Dan's oracle cards first. See what kind of trouble he's gonna get into. All right. All right. Yeah, Deb, that's about the only place that's cheap enough around here. The problem is we only have 2 Aldis in our county, and they've been running out, which is weird, but you know. Okay. All right, Dan, I have your oracles. All 3 are new. We haven't seen these yet. Interesting. All right, let's do your tarot. Wow, we've been going almost an hour. Phew, time flies. Nadia's going to sell eggs on the black market. Well, she'll do anything to make $1. That Jezebel. Yeah, time flies when we're having fun. That's good energy. You look up and the clock has gone around again. Sweetheart, Deb, I would love to, darling. Our farmer's market is only open 2 months out of the year. And our local farmers, the ones I grew up around, are so far away that they're doing enough for themselves and stocking for themselves. And there is no farmer's market. It's whatever the government puts on these trucks and sends to the stores. Yeah. That's all right, Jay. You don't have to spell. You're beautiful. Just go put your dress on. Tropical again? Yeah. Not too tropical. Can't stand it real cold. Can't stand it real hot. I'm like Baby Bear from Goldilocks. It has to be just right. Yeah, it is sad, Deb. There's just nothing here. Lee and I have been contemplating on moving out of state. Which I hate because we both were born and brought up here. West Virginia is a beautiful state. There's just nothing here. Doesn't mean that we won't be the beginning of bringing something here, but right now, I like that sound of that, Deb. I'm going to work with Nadia. All right, Dan. All shuffled up here. All right. Well, you have a few advice warning cards. Of course, that's not uncommon for Spirit to let us know what could come along with the good stuff. All right. But beautiful outcome. All right. So, Dan, here's your oracle. The first one is music. It says your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Nice. Do you play music? Or sing, and I don't know, whatever that means to you. All right. The second one is family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life's purpose. So being a family man. All right. All right. Your third one is support. And it simply says your life purpose fully supports you. Basically, your higher self and your future plans of what they, as of right now, that they know what you're going to be doing, gives you the thumbs up and fully supports your intentions. All right. Let's see what Tarot has to say about it. All right. So it looks like you're going to be in the deal making process because this is coming into an agreement and making a deal with somebody. It's not poorly aspected. So it just means that you're going to get together and maybe work with somebody. Dan's going to start a band. Dan's going to join the Lieutenant Dan band. How about that? No? Gary Sinise might take you on. All right. Yeah, Lee, we were going through the roster for today, and I was working on it last night, and Lee said, I got to Dan's name, and we are talking about how many guys we've increased to, which is real good. And I said, yeah, there's Dan. And he says, I'm going to start calling him Lieutenant. Lieutenant Dan. That's funny. That's my husband for you. All right. Now, interesting, Dan, that you have this card come up with after that contract card. All right. The Hangman. You may be having to wait or be put into a limbo situation to fully go into what you want to. But the Hangman can also represent growth, meaning spiritual growth, financial growth. Could be any way that you want to look at it, just growing in who you are. Okay. So it's okay. It may take some time, but what you do have passion and desires to get into is full charge head on. Once you figure out what you want, how you're going to do it, that's a full charge horse. Okay. Yep. You may be traveling. You may be traveling because the Six of Swords is a traveling, moving away from. So, Lieutenant Dan Band is going to be traveling and touring. He's going to become a rock star. Let's not let your ego get ahead of itself. I'm picking on you. But anyway, whatever you decide to do could take you and travel. All right. Now we have some great advice for you. You also have the Four of Pentacles, meaning diligency about hanging on to your money, being very careful, being very aware of where your money is going, who it's going to. Okay. So you're just holding on. All right. Queen of Wands, it will be good for the people, good for humanitarian. Maybe you'll get into some healing music, like the bowls and things like that. Maybe you'll get into that. Frequencies, you never know. Make music out of that. Almost every aspect of our life is going to change if you think about it. And there'll be somebody with the talent to be able to do it. But this means for the people, and the desire to help others is beautiful in this. Finances will not be a problem for you as well with that Ten of Pentacles. That's your treasure chest. Money will not be an issue. You'll have everything that you need, okay? Final card, what you do is going to be great success. Great success overall. That's the Sun card. Beautiful, bright light, and it'll be good for humanity. All right? All righty. So, Dan, maybe some music. Family's important, and your higher self said, go for it. That's what Spirit's saying as of right now. Okay? All right. All righty. Yeah, sounds beautiful. All right. I love music. I send you stuff all the time. You don't have to like it. Just don't listen to it. But music is such an important part of my life. It has been a lifesaver, literally, in my life. So, it's healing. It's funny how music can trigger or activate any part of your emotions. Good, Dan. I'm glad it hit home. All right. Let's mark Dan out here. All right. Miss Pat, are you in here? I know she sent me a message. I want to do it if she's in here. I think she said she was working, but she'd be listening. Something. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and do Pat's. Nani is on hold. Because Jessie's busy. All right. All right. So we got Pat. You ready? That's not too bad. We've done well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 5. That's all right. We'll go as many shows as we need to. All right. Pat's here. Hi, darling. I know you sent me a message. I can't remember everything. Surprise. All right. You want to know I'm drinking iced coffee. Needed something real cold. All right. Are we all drum rolling for Pat? This is good luck, Pat. It's like we're going in. All right. Now, once we come to the end of today's show, I'm going to read off who I have left to do, and however that happens in the next few shows. And then if you do not hear your name being called out of the replay or in the chat room, you will message me in the comment or text or email or however, smoke signals in the sky. I don't know. And say, listen, woman, you still forgot me. All right. All right. Michael's here. Good, because you're one of the next ones. So pull up a chair. Right now, we're going to do Miss Pat. All right. Dragonfly, that is wonderful. I love to study Native American apothecary. I mean, that's what people did for years. You buy in bulk from farm stands. I'm so glad you're all able to do that. We just don't here. Farmers take care of themselves, and 2 months out of the year, June and July, maybe a couple weeks in August, depending upon how harvest was, we have one little, I don't know what you call it. It's like a little shelter where people can come up and set stands in. It's not even, I don't know, dimension wise. You could maybe 100 foot by, 30 feet. It's not very big, and that's supposed to do the whole county. We just don't have it. You're a farmer around here, farmers can, and they take care of themselves. It's only if they have an overabundance that they'll take it. We have a couple stores that have contracts with farmers to bring in their tomatoes and green beans and corn once a year. Other than that, nope. It just doesn't happen. Let them eat cake. Oh boy. Jessie's getting a big head here. Let them eat cake. All right, Pat. Interesting. Those are 3 new ones. Purdy. All right. Lisa, did you make it, honey? And you're on the list. I got you. I don't know where you're at, but you're there. Don't worry about being late. You think Michael has to be a dancer? Well, if he gets a music oracle card or something like that, I'd be interested. She's all good. Michael, I'm so glad, honey. She's probably anxious to get home. All right. We got for Miss Pat today. Future. Awesome. All right. Michael, when you go get Donna, you dance into that hospital and dance her out. I'm so glad everything went well. Well, Pat, aren't you just a little go-getter? You gonna be traveling too? You got a little advice too now. See, that's one of the things we're gonna have to realize. Just because we'll have the time and the finances and the support to be able to go and do it, we are still human beings and have to sleep and rest. I know, Jen, you're talking to the choir. Yeah, why don't you follow your own advice, woman? Yeah, but you have advice as well, Pat, on how to handle like your energy and stuff, okay? So your oracles, Miss Pat, first one is spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Fancy. All right. Your second one is artiste. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to become the next Michelangelo, okay? You do your art comes in all different forms, so whatever that would mean to you. Your third one on that one is crystals. It says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. Well, Pat, what do they call that? Jack of all trades? You're just going to have a little dabble in everything. Sounds good to me. All right. Okay. Make sure I wouldn't miss anything important there. All right, Pat. So here's your tarot. Okay. Well, I guess when you do this, you're going to change the world too. You also got Two of Wands. You know, your passion and desire, you're holding the whole world in front of your hands and you're just like, I can do this. I'm going to change the world. You do this with cautionary step, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, we'll see how this goes, but I'm determined to see a new world and a new path. Okay. Just so happens the next card in line is the World card. To change the world, you'll have a firm foundation of how you're going to do this. Oh, ears. Oh, sorry. I can't think when it's that sharp. Text me a second. So the world, changing the world, the whole world. So whatever you choose to do is going to have a worldly impact. But that's a firm foundation and being really good at what you do, okay? Victory with that huge wreath, okay? Now they also have some advice, just trying to figure out how to balance your time and money as well, because we don't want Miss Pat running herself into the ground because you've got other commitments too, right? So balance about time and money and figuring out what's best for you. Just because you want to change the whole world don't mean you're going to come and do it in one day, all right? Ace of Wands, coming with a new idea of a passion and desire. And this is about changing the world, all right? I have a desire to do this, and I'm determined to do it. And that's a success card, meaning that you're going to do it, all right? Now, because this involves the whole world, you may also be traveling. Okay, whether that's moving away from where you are now on a permanent basis, maybe you want to stick and that's your firm foundation, but you end up traveling around the world, working with other humanitarian. Looks like you're going to be on the move too. Knight of Swords. Wow, charging forward with a new purpose. You have a message to bring with those swords, and you're going to do it very quickly. All right, now your last two cards I don't want you to get discouraged with, but it's a warning of how to handle your own emotions with these wands in here, okay? Is don't let it make you anxious and lose sleep and stress you out. Okay, it's very important that you take time and make sure Pat's taken care of. Okay, Pat wants to save the world, but Pat needs to take care of Pat first. All right. This is what will happen if you let it get to you. You'll surrender and say, I can't do this anymore. This is too much. And it's a 10. It would bring it to an end. We do not want that. So you make sure that you take care of yourself. You put Pat and Pat's family first. That's what the collective is for. No one takes it all on themselves. We spread it out and we work together. So when Pat needs a nap, Pat's going to pick up the phone and call Jen. And then Jen's going to start the phone chain. All right? Whether that means Pat needs a nap, Pat needs a casserole, something. We'll do something. All right? Pat, everything looks beautiful. You had spiritual teacher, artist, and crystals. So in the spiritual family, which does not surprise me because that's what we're here for as a collective. Whatever you do is going to change the world, but you're going to make sure that you take care of yourself. If you want success, we have to take care of ourselves. Believe me, I have to learn that myself. Always wanting to save the world, but not when you're about half dead. All right? So, Pat, here you go, darling. Y'all doing your angel numbers. All right. Yeah, you're going to have to slow your roll, Pat. That's right. You need to take care of yourselves. We can't change the whole world ourselves in a short amount of time. It's a big old world out there. And when we finally get exposed to how big it actually is beyond our ice shelf, sweet darling. But that's what we're here for as a collective. All right? Pat, it doesn't have to be Wonder Woman. All right. All right, I'm making sure that I'm not missing anybody. My phone starts to blinky blink. All right, so we got Miss Pat. Okay. We're skipping Nadia because she's no fun. All right. Okay, so I have Victoria. I think you're in here, aren't you, honey? Yep, you are. And then we're going to do Michael. Miguel. All right. So, Victoria, we're going to do you. Oh, gosh. Nadia, do you want Pat to join your circus? I don't know if Pat wants to do that. Pat, do you do trapeze? High wire? I don't know. Jay might be dressing up as a clown. Never know. Yep. Lexington lady is agreeing. Slow it down, Pat. Okay. Nadia's hunting. Good grief. I'm going to take her weapons away. Hunting for men. You ain't kidding, Deb. We've got a whole plethora of talents around here. Some are the same, some are different. Everybody's going to offer something different on a different level. We're all going to do something. We have to come up with a humanitarian project that's the talent of Jen's darlings. And make sure some of you don't do it behind bars. You know, you're crazy. All right. Is it, Michael? I have not seen that yet today. Okay. 322. All right. You eating raisins. What? Oh, raisins are good. Balancing act. Okay. Stalking on the highway. Deb, she's driving. She's going to a street corner. She's got multiples. It's like setting traps in the wilderness. She has to go set the trap lines, and she goes and checks all the corners to see if she got her man. You know, she's determined, though. Yeah, Lexington lady, I see. We should do that. I don't see that on TNT now unless you pay. Shame on them. I agree, Michael. Everything's getting so much about money. Wow, Victoria. Because I know you, You're going to laugh at one of these. Are you kidding me right now? If you'll excuse me, someone's bothering me at my door. Okay. It was just a package. They wanted me to make sure that I got it. And they ran away quite quickly. I didn't have to shoot nobody. That was good. All right. Sorry about that, guys. That's unexpected life. They told me it's how they die in the movies. What do I got to lose? I'll come back and haunt you all. Okay. Okay. Victoria, that's where we're at. Thank you, Wings. I'm like, what are we doing? Well, he goes, Victoria. That didn't sound creepy at all, Wings. Yep. Don't answer it. It's a trap. What did I just say about Nadia going around setting traps and then that happens? She's trying to lure me out the door so she can try to take care of my husband. I'm not her. All right. Victoria, let's do your tarot, honey. I started to tell you one of your cards is funny because you're going to laugh. After my man, I know. There's one of my children. That's a mean one. Mr. Grinch. Beat your mother. I'll whoop you. All right, Victoria. Well, that card seems familiar. Well, you guys are repeating these cards. You see me shuffle 100 million times. All right. Well, that's okay. I mean, they're in different order, but whatever. All right, Victoria, you ready? Here's your oracles. This is the one I was laughing at because I know you could be shy and timid at times. Your first one is speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. You're going to get up and be a speaker. All right, Victoria. You can MC and be guest speakers when we all get together. Sounds good. You know what, honey? You've been through hell and back and all kinds of things. You may get up and tell your testimony and story to people and say, this is what I went through. And be somebody of encouragement. Never know. All right. Your next one is career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So even if you're retired and you don't do nothing right now, you may be looking forward to doing something that you didn't do before. Okay? All right, here's your third one. Practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. Well, how about that? We know what we're going to work on. You're still working on your meditations and you're growing spiritually. You're doing all that. You're going to be fine. Okay. Now, I lost my phone. All right. Okay, so tarot says this is going to be a community collective effort in what you do. Maybe you're going to go around and talk to the collective and community as a speaker on what you've been through. Okay, you may get so good at these meditations that you may be a speaker and tell people how to do it. But it'll be for the collective and the community, okay? That's good. Now, Victoria, okay, we know we got warnings and advice in here, right? This is your anxiety and worry that keeps you up all night. You're going to quit doing that, okay? You cannot stress about, you can't stress about this reading for one, because anything could change. But the anxiety and stuff like that, we need to ease up, okay? I know you said you've had some improvement, but once you totally get there, we're not going to have that anymore. You're going to be fine. Knight of Swords, charging towards a new endeavor. Well, there's your career change oracle card, because you want to totally change what you've done all your life, and you're going to charge forward to do it. All right, new possibilities. Money will not be an issue for you because you also have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so it doesn't look like that it's going to prevent you from doing what you want to do. Money will not be an issue, which I think that's going to be pretty common. All right, now, great, make a wish, but don't overindulge. Okay, having a heart and desire, remember, keep your emotions in check. Don't overindulge, but enjoy yourself. You do have permission to do it. You just keep yourself in check, right? Page of Cups. You might be shocked of the impact that you can have on people. Just start out slow. It's all right. Be the baby page. Say, I'm just going to go slow. And you might shock yourself of how good you could be at a speaker or practicing meditation with other people. You never know. Look at this Magician card. He's not tricky. That's a teacher of working towards ascension. It's a leader. Maybe so. You never know. Anything's possible. All right. Which would also bring you to also traveling, moving around in different areas, or moving away from your current location. But that's a movement card. So it looks like you're going to share your talents as well with the community and the collective. So Miss Victoria, I know Victoria, but that's why you have a card that says Spirit's telling you to practice. That's why. Right? You're going to do it. Don't get frustrated with yourself. You keep those emotions in check, okay? All right? What's that old phrase? Rome wasn't built in a day. Look, I split the deck and I pulled your card up, and that's the victory card. Victoria will have victory. Spirit ain't no dummy. All right? And we're here to help you through it. All right. I know you do. Well, he didn't come in that reading, so I'm just saying. Victoria's going to take care of Victoria. That's your reading. All right? All right. All right, dancing man. Michael, you ready? I know. Are you still in here? Did you have to leave to go get Donna? If you're still here, I'll go ahead and do it. Okay. Good. We'll do it. And then, yeah, that's right, because you're an hour behind me. All right. All right, then. Let me mark these out so I don't lose my place here. All right. So we're going to do Michael. What is my cutoff today? It is 1:23. So I'm going to break at, okay, so we're got Michael, and then we have Lexington Lady and Layla. Okay, so we're going to do 3. So Michael, Lexington Lady, and Layla. And then we'll do our collective oracle cards. I'm going to read off the list of who's left, and which is still no particular order. And then Friday we'll do part 2. Okay? And Elle, you are on it, and so is Juice. I didn't put you together as a reading. I put you separate. Okay? All right? I know you twin flames, but you're still individuals. But you're both still on it. Okay? All righty. All righty. Michael, Michael, Michael. Michael's going to become the world treasurer. And in order to get your money, you have to come into his office by dancing. It's Michael's rule, he said. Just saying. All right. My nose is running so much today. We've got so much rain this morning. My nose is just pouring. All right. Not that you wanted to hear that. Well, interesting. Those are 3 new ones as well. Funny. They don't have anything to do with money. That doesn't mean tarot won't. All right. I'm anxious to hear if Victoria's going to come back Friday and tell us that she's been standing in the mirror giving herself speeches. She's practicing. You're welcome, Elle. Yep. I want you to film yourself doing it because I want to see that. Maybe you could do it in the dress Jay wore. Jay, will you share? Belle. All right. All right, Michael, let's see what tarot has to say. All right, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Beautiful. Of course, Mr. Quantum Man. Should have known. Tarot came through for you, buddy. All right. Here we go, Michael. Here's your oracle. First one. All 3 of these are different. We haven't seen these yet. First one is travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. It's just pretty cut and dry. All right. Michael's going to go out and see the world. All right. Now, these are great advice cards, meaning in order to advance to your life's purpose, they're giving you advice of something you need to do. This one says, let go. It says, walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So maybe it could be a spiritual issue, something that you're dealing with that's bogging you down, and they're telling you to release that energy. All right. Your third one, because it could be hindering your success. All right. Your third one is books. You connect to life purpose through your involvement with books. Now, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt, knowing that books nowadays can be online. It could be just studying things. Most things are electronic now, even books. So just studying, whether it's books. Michael's always sending me great intel and information. He's always expanding his mind. So that totally I see. All right. Now, here's your tarot. Absolute beautiful 10 of Cups celebration with family, making your emotions are just on top of the world. That's just a beautiful outcome for you and yours. As a family, you're going to do this together. All right. You want a library? I can see that, honey. Well, you may have to build one. All right. Now, they always have great advice as well. All right. If you've had loss and disappointment in your life, do not focus on that stuff. We need to look what's going on behind the scenes and what is ahead of you. You need to lift your head, turn around, and see what's out there for the world. If you've suffered great loss and disappointment, stop focusing on that. Remember, you're let go of the oracle card. Let go of this energy, okay? All right, because that can make you become a hermit. We don't want that. We want the togetherness of a family. Now, hermit also is wisdom. Use your books, and I know you do. Use your wisdom and let it light your path ahead, okay? Beautiful outcome on that top row because you also have a beautiful sun there. That's gorgeous. So it's going to turn out wonderful. Now, listen here. Guess who popped in here, Mr. Michael? Mr. Quantum. The Quantum card. You're going to be very involved with off-world, and the way it resonates when it comes to you is the quantum. You'll be a big part of a quantum system. And I think that's great. All right. You've got some more advice here under that loss card of how to move away from that disappointment. All right. You're also going to have to figure out how to balance your time and your money. And of course, use that with energy as well. We all have to balance ourselves out. We can't just be a charging bull. Well, I'm Taurus, but you've got to balance yourself out. We cannot run ourselves into the ground the first 6 months that we are able to start really helping people, okay? So balance your time and money. Queen of Pentacles, another manifester. Focus on what you really, really want and manifest it. It's also a pentacle, so you're focusing on financial quantum stuff. That's okay. Manifesting it. Your final card is the Nine of Pentacles. That's independent, sovereign, and full of abundance. So, Michael, doesn't shock me in the least. So you're going to be traveling, very much about furthering your education. But maybe we should do some spiritual growth and let go of a few things. We don't want disappointment energy, okay? Don't let that hold you back from doing your full potential. Okay, you're a Libra. Balance yourself out, Mr. Libra. Michael's a Libra, Lee's a Libra too. So they're not always great about balancing themselves, but they want everything else to be balanced. This is telling you you need to take care of you and balance yourself out, okay? You're welcome, honey. All right. What we got? Let's see. We've gone an hour and a half. All right. So I said I was going to do Lexington Lady. And then I've got Layla. Is Layla with us today? I don't know if I saw her or not. I don't know. Yes. I know. I live with one, honey. I know. Lee's all about the criminal justice system and getting balance and justice for everything and everything around him, but he don't worry about himself. Okay, Dan, thank you. All right, so Lexington Lady, you are next. We'll do Layla, and then we're going to do Group Oracle. I'll read the list, and we'll move on and say our goodbyes, and we'll do part 2 on Friday. You go get Donna. Give her our love, great healing energy. Be safe driving. All right. We love you. Dance your happy butt to the hospital. All right. Miss Mary, you ready? All right. Lexington Lady. Present, she's raising her hand. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You may start to sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. Gab's over here in the chair. She's looking at me like, what is wrong with you, mother? I'm your mother and I'm crazy. Oh. They're trying to make me go deep. Whew. I know. Lee's in here is going, you're just an old woman. I don't know. He's mean to me. All right. They can, when those ear ringing and high pitched stuff, it can be crippling. All right. Lexington Lady. What's we got here for oracles? I can see this. I can see this. All right, honey. Let's do tarot. Aren't we weird, Dan? We got weird collective stuff going on here. I know my ear just started itching. First it was this ear ringing, then this one started, and that got worse, and then this one started itching. Oh. We're playing charades. We're going to do tarot reading in silence, and I'll give you the clues, and you all type it in. What do you think? I wouldn't be any good at it. I wouldn't be here forever. Interesting. Lexington lady. Okay. As always, beautiful, but with advice. Okay. Don't normally show base card until I'm told to. Yours is the sun card. It's going to be all right. All right. All right. Let's get to your oracles. Lexington lady, your first one is sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Now, that just sounds like I heard a buffalo going down the stairs. Good grief. So becoming more sensitive does not mean make changes accordingly. Like if it's intuitive, we want those things to grow. But if it's becoming like, if you're more sensitive with emotions and things are bringing you down in a negative way, you make changes, meaning you find more positive things to look at, more meditation, things like that. So it depends on what it means to you to be more sensitive. Spirit's trying to shut me up. Okay. Wow. They're not going to win. All right. So, sensitivity and just understanding that if things bring you down more in a depressing, negative way, we make changes accordingly and get better and bring more positivity in. I wouldn't change anything. If you're okay with becoming more intuitive and things are in a good position, I would change that. All right. You also got energy healing. All right. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose, whatever that means to you. Raising energy, raising frequency. If you've been studying that, meditation or something, make it a part of your life. If it's important to you, it could be any form. All right. The third one is trust. And it says trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. It says career path, but your path, period. Okay. If you, like I said, are becoming more intuitive, maybe your dreams have started becoming more vivid, more fluent. Maybe you're remembering dreams and you don't normally remember them. Trust it. Okay. Because you're becoming more sensitive. All right. Now here's your tarot. Ace of Swords. Passion and desire and success for doing something new is project-wise. This is about truth and words, and that's the crown of victory up there. So whatever you're going to get into, you're going to have full success because the universe is behind you. Now, this is a partnership celebration. I don't know if you ever thought about a new partner, okay? But with the Four of Wands, that's a new partnership. Okay. Don't be yelling at me that I'm telling you to get remarried. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's just somebody is going to bring you great joy in your life and you'll be very happy for it. We have a male influence here, a King of Wands. And he's a go-getter, passion, desire. When he wants something, he goes out and he gets it. Okay. He's like, let's go. All right. So that's good. Maybe you'll start a humanitarian that's, and he's your partner. He's your business partner, okay? Because your next card is the Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving, giving out to the less fortunate and having the money in abundance to do it. So that's good. You might partner with one of the guys, maybe one of the guys in here. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. I don't have a lover's card or anything like that, but just a good, solid partnership. Very good in standing your ground. You may have to fight off a few baddies. Going to be pretty typical for most of us, okay? Stand your ground, know who you are, because you have the desire to do it. Now, don't get lost while you're doing these things, because with the Four of Cups, he can be a daydreamer and miss the true message behind it. Don't get distracted. Keep your emotions, because the universe is bringing you something going, hey, this is for you, girlfriend. Okay? All right. Now, Three of Wands is just standing and looking out and starting a new path, starting over, starting fresh, looking out into the horizon, going, let me see where my future wants me to go. Okay? It's beautiful. It does have some advice to be very careful. Now, this one sits above it, and that's your humanitarian giving the money out, and that's great. But this one's telling you also, heed a warning and watch who is handling your money. You're very careful and diligent about where it goes and that you keep an eye on it. All right? It just means take precaution when it comes to finances. A lot of people are going to get into a great binds and trusting the wrong people and signing over abundance to people that will just scheme you. Okay? Quantum's quantum, and that's great, and they can track a lot of that stuff, but we can get lazy about paying attention to letting it get out of control. Okay? So you do have advice of be very careful of who you trust. He says you're going to have a beautiful partnership with somebody, though. So maybe you'll start something. Maybe you'll start a foundation. You never know. All right? All right. Let's see. I'm just catching up to the chat. All right. Lexington Lady Darling. That one was yours, sweetie. If it clicks, it clicks. If it doesn't, remember, these are futures. Maybe you never thought about any of that. Maybe it never even crossed your mind. Maybe you say, I don't like that and I'm going to change it. Then change it. That's the cool thing about these. We take it with a grain of salt and say, I don't really like the way that's going. I'm going to change it. All right? Good. I'm glad you're in a great spot, and I want you to stay there. I want you to be comfortable. Never fear expanding yourself, but I'm glad you're in a good spot, honey. All righty. All right. Let me get these going. Who else did we have? We have Layla. All right. We're going to do Layla, then we're going to do our group oracles. All right. Yep, hour and 45 minutes. So yeah, we're getting there. Dreams are vivid. Yep. Looks like they're going to be increased. Just pay attention to them. Meditate on them. If they wake you up in the middle of the night, get your little journal, piece of paper. I don't care if it's a Post-it note. Write on a paper towel. Write it down, because there's a reason. If you can't quite remember what it was, write down keywords. Maybe it'll trigger something later. Dragonfly's going to spell resonate to make sure there's no G in it. She cracking a whip on my language today. I'm teasing. All right. All right, Layla. All right. Couple repeats. Not uncommon. A new one, though. All right. See what tarot has to say for Layla. Nadia, how's the roads? Kind of yucky. Layla's Tarot. Ooh. We're going to start off with advice. Okay. I got some advice from Miss Layla. You got a lot of advice in here. All right. All right. Well, let's start with your oracle. All right. Your first one is leadership. I don't think we've seen that one yet. Take charge of the situation. All right, fancy pants. Layla's going to be the boss. All right. Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So career change, whatever that is to you. All right. We've seen this one too before. It says let go, walk away from a situation in order to resolve it moving forward. Now, doesn't mean have to be physical walk away. It could mean spiritual advancement. Okay. However that feels to you, it says to let go. You're going to be making some changes, honey. All right. Now, in order to do this, Miss Queen of Cups here, you cannot focus on being over emotional, and you need to set some boundaries for yourself, Miss Queen. All right? You don't let people come in and push you around because you are independent, sovereign female, the divine feminine, and you need to set boundaries. And you don't let them overtake your emotions to where you kind of lose it, because then you become this guy. Don't surrender to that. You are strong. Don't pay. Remember, swords are thoughts and words. So if somebody's telling you you can't handle that, you don't need to be doing that. Don't let that make you surrender to them. You push back. Now, with this, you are going to have to balance time, finances, and how you spend what you do, whether it's money or time. You're just going to have to balance yourself out as well. All right? So they want you to go from being Queen of Cups. Now, it doesn't mean that she doesn't have passion and desire. It just means she has to be a little bit more careful because she's more sensitive, all right? Now, become the Queen of Pentacles. Turn that, set your boundaries, and then you can work on manifesting what you want to do for your future, okay? You're going to focus on it, and I'm envisioning it, and I'm going to bring it to manifestation. So you're going to focus more. Hermit, you're going to use your wisdom. Don't let it push you down and where you're out on your own. We don't want that. We use the light within yourself to shine your path, and the wisdom that you already know that you have, the abilities that you already know you have. Once you get grounded in what you know is what you want to do, the Fool card says take the leap of faith and just do it. Have faith in yourself, right, and your abilities. Please, whatever you do with the Moon card, don't let people give you the illusion and thought process that you can't do it. All right? Because you can. All right? Do not fall for illusions. You look for the good deals with people, the good celebrations, okay? So, a partnership. All right? You work with people that you connect with. Does that make sense? So you've got great advice, great sound advice. I mean, most of us can follow all of those. Balancing ourselves, don't surrender to what other people are telling us. We know that. Don't fall for illusions. We don't let people take advantage of us. Set boundaries for yourself so you can grow. With the oracles, let go of maybe some issues that are going on now. Further yourself, meditation, whatever that means to you, okay? So, Miss Layla, that one was yours, darling. All right. Yeah, Deb, those were cool. I quite enjoyed it, but I already knew what it was. As soon as you sent it to me, I'm like, woo, he's busy up in them skies. You're welcome, honey. All right. So, mark these off. All right. All right. I'm going to read who's left. If you watch the replay and you're hearing the end of this, this is who I have yet to do. No particular order for next time, okay? Of course, there's always me if you want to know. There's always my hubby Lee if you want to know, if he wants to know. I can do his at home, but he may want to share with you guys. So, he's always an option. Now, Jay, I took you off because you said you're going to let the Lord surprise you. So that's fine. If you ever want back on there, you just holler. All right. So we're going to wait till Dumpling can join us. All right. So let's see. And we've got Cindy, Nadia. When Jez stops traveling and checking her traps, she'll join us and do hers. I've got Joe, Elle, Juice, Renee, Miss Tilly, Sean, Caroline, Gail, Dragonfly, Charlotte, Denise, Lisa. I had Cindy in here twice. Cindy, you gonna get two? No, I don't think so. Then you got split personality. Cheryl, Jonna, and Martina. Now, if I forgot somebody, you holler at me in comments or text or email or however you want to do that. Like I said, smoke signal. That's who I have left to do. Still quite a list, huh? Yeah, it's around about 30 names. So we did pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So it's going to average about 10 a show. And I think that's reasonable because we've still almost gone 2 hours, and I think it was still a good show. Okay. If you agree, you don't have to. I can be full of myself. All right. No, Layla, when you look at those things, when we get disappointed that maybe something bypassed us, no, it just means the universe is telling you it wasn't meant to be. Wait for the next one. All right? But you work on manifesting what you want to do, okay? Nadia, quit singing that song. I tell my grandchildren all the time. You trigger snowstorms. Okay. You're welcome, sweetie. Thank you, Sean. I'm glad you got to join us today. And you heard your name. You're on the list, I promise. All right. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Nadia. Great minds think alike. Well, actually, I'm going to change that. It's scary minds think alike. Sean, since you're here and you don't get to join us very often because you work your little heart off, I think I'm going to go ahead and do yours. If everyone's okay with that. I know you watch the replays and you're very diligent about coming in and doing it. But because you're here and you're with us, and that doesn't happen very often because you're just a busy little bee, I'm going to go ahead and do yours. All right. Now, let's do that. Sean's our buddy. We like hanging out. All right. Yep. All right. Inquiring minds want to know. See, Nadia's not, she had the idea and I had the idea. She says inquiring minds. No. She's manhunting and you're a man and she wants to hang on to you in the chat room just a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she tried to tell you that. Mm-hmm. Her being nice. What? All right, Sean. Here we go, brother. All right, Dan. Well, you have a blessed day. You go get the littles. You're very welcome. I'll see you on Friday. All right, Sean, darling. Nosy people want to know. Well, that'd be you, isn't it, Joe? Sitting back here watching and spying on people in the background. Well, Lee had to pop in there. Be safe, Lieutenant Dan. All right. Wow. Sean, You've got some repeats in here. I think we got one new one, though. All right. Interesting. All right. You know, Victoria, I do that too. Now, when I see pictures of dragonflies, that's who I think of. I think of our Barb. Yep. It's burned into our brain now. Wow. Sean. Gorgeous. Beautiful cards. Uh-oh. Some more advice. I'm glad they do. All right, Sean, you ready? You also got books. It says you connect to life purpose through your involvement with books. So maybe just intel in general or just expanding your mind, what you're looking into, what you're interested in. You're always reading and searching, researching. All right. I think this is a new one. I don't think we've seen this one yet. Light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. Well, I hope we all do, but Sean, I can see that because you're a sweetheart. All right. Third one, practice. You got practice too. So polish your skills by practicing regularly. So maybe you're a healer. Maybe your thing is books. Maybe it's both. Just keep practicing with that light and love and all that good stuff. I don't know if you want practice that too. You never know. All right. So those are your oracles. All right. Here's your tarot. I think you've got a lot more intuitive ability than you give yourself credit, or hasn't been found yet, or you're keeping it from us and you ain't sharing. High Priestess. You being secretive? This is about your intuitive ability and what you can see and feel spiritually. You're very intuitive. Practice it. All right? Hone into that light and love. Beautiful, firm foundation with your community and collective. You're just one of us. We're all in this together. You've got great abilities. All right, guys, I think Sean's holding back on us. I think he is. Ace of Pentacles. You have a gift to offer the world. You are the gift. Your love and light and your ability to manifest. I think you underestimate your skills because you have a lot to offer. Complete and utter Six of Wands of victory. You have that beautiful wreath. What you set out to do, you will have complete success in. Now, always remember, cards are going to give you advice as well. If you want to hold on to victory, we take advice. King of Cups. Being very careful about tiptoeing. Make sure things don't trigger your emotions. Watch what you have to offer the world that, we don't want somebody to take it from you. And the reason I say that is because the next card is the hoodwinked card. Don't let somebody come and trick you. Because you have so much love and light and goodness to give to people, especially if you're an empath, people take advantage of that. Remember, we don't hold on to their energy. We release it. You can care about people, but we don't hold on to pain and suffering. And because we want to help everybody and we just assume and like to think everybody's good, we get tricked a lot. I know. I've learned my lesson. And do you know, I probably will never, ever totally learn because I just want to help everybody. I don't care. I've had to suffer after giving everything away and doing a lot of that. And people just take advantage and go, you going to need more? There's just greedy people out there. So, Sean, just be careful, okay? Yeah. Also, remember, whatever you get into, don't wear yourself out. If you've got intuitive abilities and healing abilities or whatever it is for the collective and for yourself and your loved ones, don't let it wear you out because that will make you, this is the next step before you get the surrender card, the guy flat with the 10 swords in his back. We don't want that. So make sure you rest and you take care of Sean, all right? Or you're going to be hearing it from us. You take care of you. You're going to spend time with family and love on them kitties, all right? I hope they're doing better, honey. I told you it takes time. All right. So, Sean, whatever you've been through in the past, I want you to walk away from. You're heading towards new beginnings. Let it go. All right. You're very organized. You stacked it all up here and said, I'm going to leave that for somebody else. All right? And I'm going to walk towards something new. And you're going to be all right. You're going to start a new endeavor. I see that happening for you. All right? So, Sean, books, light and love, and practice your skills. And with that High Priestess card, I think you've got some spiritual skills you hold now. Mm-hmm. All right. So, Sean, there you go, sweetie. I'm glad you could join us today. That way we could do yours live on air. You got to walk fur babies? Yeah, I know. We've gone 2 hours. Go let fur babies potty. Well, heck, you may have to potty. I don't know. All right. Get yourself something to drink. I'm not pushing a 3rd hour. I'm going to... That's enough. Listen, bossy. I know. We can sit there going, that's right, you ain't. You're welcome, sweetie. Well, see, spirit and divine intervention works wonders. No sooner was I thinking, I think I better do Sean's because he's with us today. Nadia texted me and she says, I think you better do Sean's because he's with us today. And I went, that's scary. No. Yep. What, pizza and pickle? I don't know. Y'all crazy. Yep. You're right, Dragonfly. Restorative boundaries. The energy vampires, we do not let them come involved. Okay. All right. Let's do your group oracle and then we'll say bye-bye. All right. Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally we do global recap. I think I'm just going to jump right into doing some more of these. Monday morning coffee, we'll do some more of them. And if anybody gets added and we don't get to them, we'll do it on Wednesday. We will get them done. Yes. Thank you, Dragonfly. You have a blessed day as well. Here are your group oracles. These are your chakra oracles. We'll do these. See what Spirit tells us as a collective of where we're at today. Wow. 2 of these came in last week. One was a base card, but the other one was in there. All right. We got Angel Abundance. We'll do one of these. And then I'll quit yapping my jaws. Well, at least to you. You know I'm going to talk the ear off of anybody that's in distance. Gabby's here. She's a victim. That's medicine, by the way. You can open it, though. That's fine. I'm almost done. Don't come in here and yell at me. You pick on me either. It's my job. I'm your mother. You have nobody climb over there. Listen. All right. Let's do your angel abundance. Get on with it, Jen. You slow. Good Lord, we got to pee. I know how it is. All right. All right. All right, guys. Here's your collective. I believe that we've seen these enough. Well, obviously, Spirit's trying to tell us something because maybe there's a few of us in here that just aren't quite getting the message. Knowing your self-worth. Loving on yourselves, knowing that you're worth every minute of it and you do belong on the throne. You are the love and the light. You're not just an anybody. You are special and you are uniquely made. Love yourself and forgive yourself for things. If somebody's convinced you that you've done something, let it go. We got this one last time as a base card. We are growing, right? There's our farmer's market card. We've been talking about that today. We are growing. We're growing spiritually all the time. Keep working on it. And we'll grow even more if we learn what we're worth. Okay? The final chakra oracle is wisdom. Look at these beautiful wreaths in there in that world. Use your wisdom to change the world. And gather wisdom. Okay? We be getting smart. All right. All right. So just be in tune with that. All right. So your angel abundance, one card today. Very nice. I don't think we've seen this one. Take a divinely guided change. Uh-oh. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. Well, we did future paths today, so as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, we get out of comfort zones, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Yep, we grow. We leave the past behind us. We advance forward. Our future paths, leave the garbage behind, move forward, and accept the new things. Okay? So that's your angel abundance. If you think you've been cursed all your life to be dirt poor, that's abundance. No, get out of that frame of mind. All of humanity was meant to have an overabundance. Okay? Abundance financially, abundance spiritually, abundance in love, all of the above. Okay? All right. There we go. That's it, guys. A little over 2 hours. Not too shabby. Hope I didn't go downhill. I feel fine. All right. All right, guys. Friday night, 7 p.m. I hope something resonated with you. If it didn't, that's all right. We can change anything that was told today. Remember that. You have the power and the light to do it. All right. You get Pat. Pat's going back to work. Nadia's probably still driving. You're going to be on Eastern Standard Time. Well, that means you're going to be on my time, woman, and you will do as I say. I will message you and say, get your butt online. We know how this works. All right. All right, guys. I love you. If I didn't get to you, I didn't put them in a particular order. I will get to you. I promise. Let's be patient. All right? I love you. And, love and light and some shh and all that stuff. Sorry about the doorbell and all that good stuff today. But, hey, that's life. I am who I am. All righty. Y'all enjoy your day. Have a very blessed afternoon. Yes, you are so welcome. Welcome to all of you. Right. If you need anything, and if you did not hear your name called out, hit the replay to go through the list. And if you did not hear your name, say, listen, old woman, you forgot me. And just let me know. It's fine. And I think our live chats have been coming up. Sometimes it takes about 24 hours. I guess they have to screen us because we might be doing something wrong. I don't know. You know how that is. All right. It is cool. Even if it's not your own future, it's cool to hear everyone's collective future because we're going to be probably working together. Isn't that cool? All right, guys. Y'all have a good, blessed of the rest of your hump day. And I will see you Friday night. All right? Party hardy. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.